got studies going back 40 years, all the way back before Tommy Thompson, from governors of Republicans and governors who were Democrats and legislatures who were Republican-controlled and Democrat-controlled. And the punchline is pretty consistent over those 40 years, even though the dollar figures change a little bit. We have consistently been running about between 20% and 40% below what is needed to fully fund the system. And this is, consistent across all of these studies. And so what the position it puts the state in, and the position it puts the transportation system in, is you're swinging back and forth trying to figure out, we ran a little bit behind on local roads and our local infrastructure, so now we got to invest in that, and that's done at the expense of our major economic corridors. And you have this swinging back and forth. And what you really need, and the Secretary is exactly right, is something that is steady and consistent and can grow with not only the changes in demography and technology, but also the changes in the economy. And one thing that I think that legacy problem shows, when you go back and see how far back that gap actually has existed, is it's not something that you can easily put a blame on, well, Jim Doyle was raiding the transportation fund and so it's his fault, or the Republican legislature repealed indexing and that's where we got in this problem, or, ever since Tommy Thompson, the world has gone down the sewer. It isn't. You can go back to Tony Earl and Lee Sherman Dreyfus and have this same problem. And so, there's this legacy problem that we have always had built into our transportation funding system. Kind of the inflection point we're reaching now, though, is as the demography, as the technology changes, that problem is going to be exacerbated and made a little more critical if we don't, in Wayne Gretzky's terms, skate to where the puck's going rather than to where the puck has been.